Hello guys, welcome to our channel. Today I will be discussing about the science behind plasma therapy in coronavirus. To know about the science behind this novel coronavirus pandemic, please watch my previous video. The link to this video is given in the description. So let's start. Severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2 or SARS-CoV-2 causing coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19 first emerged in December 2019 in Wuhan, China. It has now paralyzed the whole world. Currently, there are no approved specific antiviral agents targeting the novel virus, while some drugs are still under investigation such as remdesivir and hydroxychloroquine. Since the effective vaccine and specific antiviral medicines are absent, it is very important to look for alternative strategies for COVID-19 treatment, especially among the severe patients. The novel coronavirus causes severe pneumonia, which is characterized by rapid viral replication, massive inflammatory cell infiltration, and elevated pro-inflammatory cytokines called cytokine storm in alveoli of lungs. This results in acute pulmonary injury and acute respiratory distress syndrome called ARDS. Convalescent plasma or CP therapy, a classic adaptive immunotherapy, has been applied to the prevention and treatment of many infectious diseases for more than 1 century. Over the past 2 decades, CP therapy was successfully used in the treatment of SARS, MERS and 2009 H1N1 swine flu pandemic with satisfactory efficacy and safety. To understand convalescent plasma therapy, we have to first know what is plasma. Blood plasma is a yellowish liquid component of blood. It is the liquid part of the blood that carries cells and proteins throughout the body. About 55% of the body's total blood volume is plasma. This blood plasma consists of 92% water, 8% dissolved proteins, different antibodies, glucose, amino acids, etc. The difference between blood plasma and serum is that plasma contains blood clotting agent called as fibrinogen, which is absent in the serum. So, what is convalescent plasma? People who have recovered from a disease have antibodies to that disease in their blood plasma. This plasma is known as convalescent plasma. Here, convalescent means recovering from an illness or medical treatment. As we have learned about plasma and convalescent plasma, let's understand convalescent plasma therapy. Patients who have recovered from COVID-19 with a high neutralizing antibody titer may be a source of valuable donor of convalescent plasma. Antibody titer is a measurement of how much antibody an organism has produced that recognizes a particular antigen. As these patients have recovered from the disease, they have established humoral immunity against the virus. Humoral immunity is also known as antibody-mediated immunity. Here, with the help from helper T cells or Th cells, the B cells differentiate into memory cells and plasma cells. These plasma cells produce large numbers of specific antibodies against a specific antigen. This humoral immunity is a type of adaptive immunity. Here, the large quantity of neutralizing antibody produced are capable of neutralizing SARS-CoV-2 and eradicating the pathogen from blood circulation and pulmonary tissues. It is important that the donor has high neutralizing antibody titer in his body. Studies with SARS and MERS neutralizing antibodies show that these antibodies last in the recovered patients for a short period, that is about 3 months. Thus, plasma from recently recovered patients should be more useful against SARS-CoV-2 treatment. Before going to the method of CP transfusion in patients, I will discuss about a pilot study carried out by a group of scientists in China. They performed a pilot study using convalescent plasma or CP therapy. They found high antibody titers in CP samples in 39 out of the 40 recovered COVID-19 patients. For their study, they selected 10 severe COVID-19 patients, 6 male and 4 females, who received this convalescent plasma with high antibody titers transfusion. Age of these patients ranged from 45 years to 59 years. Now 200 ml of convalescent plasma transfusion was done on the 16th day from the onset of symptoms. Symptoms in these patients included fever, cough and shortness of breath, sputum production, chest pain, etc. All these patients were received either mechanical ventilation or high flow nasal cannula oxygenation or conventional low flow nasal cannula oxygenation. After CP transfusion in these 10 patients, they studied the effects. Remarkably, they found that clinical symptoms improved. All symptoms, especially fever, cough, shortness of breath and chest pain, largely improved or disappeared within only 1 to 3 days upon 200 ml of CP transfusion. Also, pulmonary lesions reduced, which was observed by chest CT examinations. After convalescent plasma transfusion, different degrees of absorption or reduction of pulmonary lesions or lung lesions were observed in all patients. Here are the pulmonary images of a 49-year-old female patient. In the first image, we can see heavy damage. This damage was taken during onset of symptoms. But in the second image, after convalescent plasma transfusion, we have seen most of the pulmonary lesions have absorbed, suggesting recovery of the lungs. In some patients, even 2 days after convalescent plasma transfusion, COVID-19 test came negative. After CP transfusion, neutralizing antibody titers increased in these patients, while SARS-CoV-2 RNA level came down to an undetectable level. This supports the neutralizing effect of CP on SARS-CoV-2. In comparison to the control group who did not receive CP transfusion, the treated group with CP transfusion showed significant recovery from the disease, and all of them were discharged or ready to be discharged from the hospital. Also, no serious side effects were observed in these 10 CP transfused patients. Now let's learn about how convalescent plasma is transfused inside a corona-infected patient. At first, cured patients are identified and selected as donors. Identification is done by 2 consecutive negative results of sputum SARS-CoV-2 by RT-PCR assay. Then after 14 days from complete recovery, about 400 ml of blood is collected from each of the donors. The donated blood is then checked for blood group and the presence of other disease-causing agents such as hepatitis B, hepatitis C, HIV, syphilis, etc. For plasma therapy, AB positive blood group people are ideal. They are universal plasma donors. We know AB blood group is an example of codominance. In this type of blood, both A and B antigens are present on the RBCs but lacks both A and B antibodies in the plasma. Similarly, plus sign means Rh positive. Rh positive blood also has antigen on the RBC but no Rh antibody in the plasma. Thus, plasma of AB positive blood group individuals will not react with the recipient's blood of any group and as a result is safe for plasma transfusion. For plasma isolation from whole body blood, a process called apheresis is performed using a cell separator. Apheresis is the process of separating the cellular and soluble components of blood using a machine. It is used to obtain individual components of blood based on specific gravity such as RBCs, platelets, plasmas, etc. to use for transfusion. While the plasma is taken, the red blood cells and other cellular components are returned to the donor's body with sterile saline solution. This is done to help the donor's body to replace the plasma removed from the whole body. Following the WHO blood transfusion protocol, 1 dose of 200 ml of inactivated CP containing the neutralization antibodies is transfused into the SARS-CoV-2 infected patients. Preliminary reports about convalescent plasma or CP transfusion in severely infected SARS-CoV-2 patients are positive. Although very limited numbers of CP transfusion therapy have been done around the world for COVID-19 treatment till date, results suggest a single transfusion of CP with high antibody titer can improve clinical symptoms, reduce lung or pulmonary lesions, and decrease SARS-CoV-2 RNA in the patients. With the absence of specific antiviral treatments and vaccines, convalescent plasma therapy is getting more and more attention as a possible treatment for the novel coronavirus. These data are based on information available in published papers and reputed media websites as of 27th April 2020. To understand the science behind this novel coronavirus, watch my previous video where I have discussed about the facts and science we know behind this pandemic. Link provided in the description. Don't forget to like and share our videos and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe and study online.